Mission San Carlos Borromeo de Rio Carmelo by Ava Myers. Welcome to Mission Carmel. Mission San Carlos Borromeo was built by the Spanish Fray soldiers and American Indians in the 1700s. The Spanish wanted to increase the size and wealth of their empire and bring the Christian religion to the new land. When the explorers came to California, more than 300,000 Indians lived there. Many of the Indians who lived near Carmel were known as Eslan. They lived in cone-shaped houses using grass, bark, and brush. Nature was very important to the Indians. They respected all things. The women would gather food and cook. They would grind the acorns using stones to make flour. The women also made baskets for cooking, storing food, and carrying water. The Spanish thought it was the best interest of the Indians to live as Spaniards. They thought of the Indians as savages because they did not have schools, wore few clothes, and lived off the land. The missionaries trained the Indians in how to grow food, raise cattle, and make tools. They also taught them about their Christian beliefs. Fray Sierra was chosen by the church to build the mission system in California. Mission San Carlos Borromeo was the second mission built. The construction began in Monterey, and they realized it was not the best location, so they moved it 6 miles south to Carmel Valley on August 24, 1771. Fray Sierra blessed the land, calling it Garden of God, and officially dedicated Mission San Carlos Borromeo del Rio Carmelo. Each mission was to be built like a small city. In the center was a courtyard. Around the courtyard were living quarters, storerooms, workrooms, a kitchen, and a dining room. The Fray's rooms were called the convento. It was rustic with only a wooden cot, chest, table, chair, and candle. The men were trained to be carpenters, blacksmiths, and makers of adobe tiles and bricks. They worried to repair the mission and make new buildings. The Spanish instructed the Eslan women in cooking, especially how to cook in brick ovens. Eventually, corn and wheat flour were used instead of acorn flour. For lunch, they usually ate pozole, a stew made of barley, beans, vegetables, and meat. After lunch, everyone enjoyed a siesta. The first winter at the mission was harsh. There was not enough food. Soldiers often had to travel in search of meat. Although they planted crops of wheat, corn, and barley, it was not enough. Ships also found it difficult to deliver supplies. Other missions came to their aid, supplying them beans, corn, and bushels of wheat. Now the gardens of Mission flourish with many trees, plants, and a variety of flowers. During the 1880s, with anticipation of the 100-year anniversary of Fray Sierra's death, missionaries began restoration efforts. In 1931, Sir Henry John Downey was given the job to restore the mission. He began by restoring broken statues in the church. He also uncovered the original cross in the garth and recreated Fray Sierra's room. The library and kitchen, these areas are now part of the museum. In 1924, Father Matris hired a local sculptor to create a life-size figure of Sarah on his deathbed. The other statues are Fray Crespi, Fray Laurencin, and Fray Julian Lopez surrounded Sarah's bed. Disease was a problem for the Indians. The Spaniards brought over measles, smallpox, chickenpox, and syphilis. Many Indians died, while the Spanish did not, because the Indians' immune systems were not equipped to fight it off. The living conditions of the Indians also caused sickness. Women were locked in overcrowded, unclean rooms. Poor sanitation systems spread germs and attracted bugs and rats. There are 2 bell towers and 9 bells at Mission Carmel. The bell named Ave Maria was cast in Mexico City 1807 and installed in the mission in 1820. After the church was secularized, local Indians took the bell down and hid it at the cathedral in Watsonville. The people forgot about it, but it was rediscovered after it had been laid for 65 years. It was cracked up and will not ring, but it is displayed in the courtyard of Mission Carmel. I really enjoyed my visit to Mission San Carlos Borromeo del Rio Carmelo. It was a beautiful place with a lot of history. The courtyard is an especially nice place to sit and enjoy the beauty. The beach is located right down the road, and it's a breathtaking view. I hope one day you get a chance to visit.